You know that 3 p.m. crash? When your eyelids feel like they weigh 1,000 pounds, and you'd sell your soul for a triple espresso? Yeah, I used to live there. But here's the crazy part: scientists just discovered that the solution isn't more caffeine. It's actually 5 simple biological hacks that can triple your natural energy production without a single energy drink. Sounds too good to be true, right? But here's what shocked me. People who applied these exact strategies reported feeling like they'd aged backwards by 10 years. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will completely transform how you experience every single day, and you won't need to spend a fortune on supplements or change your entire life. Number 1. The morning light secret: your circadian code. Let me tell you something that will blow your mind. Within the first 30 minutes of waking up, your body is desperately looking for one thing: natural light. Not your phone screen. Not your kitchen LED lights. Sunlight. Here's why this matters. Your eyes contain special cells called intrinsic photosensitive retinal ganglion cells. Fancy name, I know, but these little guys are basically your body's internal alarm clock. When they detect morning sunlight, they send a signal to your brain that says, "Hey, it's go time!" This triggers a cascade of hormones, including cortisol, the good kind, in the morning, and sets your circadian rhythm for the entire day. A Stanford study found that people who got 10 to 15 minutes of morning sunlight experienced a 68% improvement in daytime alertness compared to those who didn't. That's not a typo. 68%. Action step: tomorrow morning, before you touch your phone, step outside. Even if it's cloudy. Even if it's cold. Just 10 minutes. Your mitochondria, your cellular power plants, will thank you. But wait, there's something even more surprising about timing. Number 2. The counterintuitive caffeine strategy. Okay, let's be honest, most of us reach for coffee the second we wake up. I used to brew mine before my eyes were fully open. But neuroscientists discovered we've been doing it completely wrong. When you first wake up, your cortisol levels are naturally peaking. That's your body's built-in energy boost. When you dump caffeine on top of that, you're basically wasting it and building tolerance faster. It's like watering a plant that's already drowning. The smarter approach? Wait 90 to 120 minutes after waking before your first coffee. I know it sounds like torture. But here's what happens. You allow your natural cortisol to do its job, then you strategically deploy caffeine when your energy naturally dips. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist at Stanford, tested this with his research team. The result? People reported sustained energy until 6 p.m. without the afternoon crash. Plus, they needed less caffeine overall. And here's a bonus tip that feels like cheating. If you do drink coffee earlier, add a pinch of sea salt to it. Sounds weird, but the sodium helps your body absorb the caffeine more efficiently and reduces jitters. You're welcome. You're probably wondering, what about food? That's where things get really interesting. Number 3. The energy plate formula, not another diet. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. That bagel or cereal you're eating for breakfast? It's basically sabotaging your entire day. Let me explain without sounding like your judgmental nutritionist aunt. When you eat high-carb, low-protein meals, your blood sugar spikes like a rocket, then crashes like that rocket ran out of fuel. This roller coaster is the number 1 energy killer. The fix is stupidly simple. Follow the 30-30-30 rule. 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking. Eaten within a 30-minute window. This could be eggs, Greek yogurt, a protein shake, or even leftover chicken. Don't judge me. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that high-protein breakfasts increased metabolic rate by 20 to 30% and stabilized energy levels for 4 to 6 hours. But here's the part that changed everything for me: strategic carb timing. Save your carbs for later in the day. Your body is more insulin sensitive in the evening, which means it processes carbs more efficiently. Plus, carbs increase serotonin, which helps you wind down for better sleep. Real talk, I used to think I was not a breakfast person. Turns out I was just not a pancake person. When I switched to eggs and avocado, I felt like I discovered a cheat code. Now, you can eat perfectly and still feel drained if you ignore this next hack. Quick favor before we continue: if you're finding this valuable and you're thinking, "Why didn't anyone tell me this before?" Smash that like button and subscribe. It actually helps YouTube show this to more people who are tired of feeling tired. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next week. Trust me, you'll want to see it. Now, back to the energy secrets. Number 4. The movement paradox: energy to get energy. This sounds backwards, but stay with me. You need to spend energy to create energy. When you're exhausted, the last thing you want to do is move. Your couch becomes a gravitational black hole. But here's the paradox: sitting actually makes you more tired. Researchers at the University of Georgia found that sedentary people who started doing low-intensity exercise for just 20 minutes, 3 times per week, reported a 65% increase in energy levels. Why? 2 reasons. First, movement increases blood flow, which delivers more oxygen to your cells. More oxygen equals more ATP, your body's energy currency. Second, exercise triggers the release of endorphins and dopamine, your brain's natural energy drinks. But here's the hack: you don't need to run a marathon. In fact, intense exercise at the wrong time can drain you. What works is something called exercise snacking, short bursts of movement throughout the day. Try this. Every 90 minutes, do one of these for 2 to 3 minutes. 20 jumping jacks. Walk up and down stairs. Dance to one song. Yes, really. Do wall push-ups. I started doing this during my work-from-home slump, and honestly, it felt ridiculous at first. My cat judged me heavily. But within a week, I stopped reaching for my third coffee. The 3 p.m. crash just disappeared. But even with all this, there's one thing that trumps everything else. Number 5. The sleep foundation, the non-negotiable. Okay, I saved this for last because you probably heard it a million times. But here's what you haven't heard. It's not just about duration, it's about consistency. You can sleep 8 hours every night, but if you're going to bed at midnight on weekdays and 2 a.m. on weekends, your body is constantly jet-lagged. Scientists call this social jet lag, and it's destroying your energy. A study from the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that people with irregular sleep schedules had the same cognitive impairment as people who only slept 5 hours even when they got 8 hours total. Mind blown. The fix: pick a bedtime and wake time. Stick to it within a 30-minute window. Every single day. Yes, even weekends. I know, I sound like a fun vampire. But here's the reward. Within 2 to 3 weeks, your body's internal clock recalibrates. You'll start waking up before your alarm, feeling actually refreshed. It's like upgrading from dial-up internet to fiber optic. Pro tip: create a wind-down ritual, starting 1 hour before bed. Dim lights, no screens, maybe some reading or stretching. Your brain needs a runway to land on sleep. You can't just crash into it. And if you want to supercharge this, keep your bedroom cold. Like 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Your body temperature needs to drop to enter deep sleep, and a cold room makes this effortless. Alright, let's bring this home. We've covered 5 game-changing strategies: morning sunlight to set your circadian rhythm, strategic caffeine timing to avoid crashes, the 30-30-30 protein rule for stable blood sugar, movement, snacking throughout the day, and consistent sleep schedules to build your energy foundation. Here's my question for you. Which one are you going to try first, the morning light hack or the caffeine delay? Drop an A or B in the comments. I'm genuinely curious which one resonates most with you. And if you've tried any of these before, let me know, did it work? What else would you like to know about optimizing your energy naturally? If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss future content. And speaking of energy and feeling your best, in my next video, I'll reveal how to meal prep for weight loss, beginner's guide with recipes. I'm breaking down the exact meal prep system that saves hours every week and keeps your energy stable while losing weight. You won't believe how simple it actually is when you have the right framework. Thanks for watching, and remember, you don't need to be tired all the time. Your body wants to have energy. You just need to work with it, not against it. See you in the next one.